Everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to play some Monster X Mediator. Again, a Yandere dating sim found on itch.io. A new update has just been released for a new guest. But I kind of want to go back and do 404 and Sir Knight again. Too, so let's begin. Currently, you're on your way to a suspicious location, sent to you in a suspicious email that you got because you accepted a suspicious job offer online. Long story short, you've been desperate for money, especially fast money. You don't even know what your job is yet, just where you have to go, but you do know that's supposed to be simple and does not require any particular skills or talent. So perfect for somebody like you. And yes, this is all extremely shady, but your desperation outweighs your common sense at this moment. You need money, and this job offered a lot of it. Aside from that, half the money you already got in cash by now randomly finding its way. Half the money you already got in cash by randomly finding in a suitcase inside your bedroom one day. So the promise of doubling that money and the alarming fact that your mysterious client easily broke into your house are big motivators to actually go through with this job. Because they might do something worse. Whoever your client is, they know where you live. Once you arrive, you notice that the job is at a rundown-looking hotel in the middle of nowhere. Very reassuring. Yeah, very reassuring. There's also no signal on your phone. Even more reassuring. Unless it's just a sucky self-service, then you're just screwed no matter what. In front of the hotel, you find a box with your name on it. You open and find a walkie-talkie and small tablet. You also find the second half of the money. Oh my god! I could pay all my debt with this. Okay, I'm taking the job. You take the money and count it. It feels so incredibly good to have this much cash in your hands. Buzz. Hello, dear business partner. You have accepted the full sum of the money and now obligated to carry out the job you have accepted. Oh, hello. What's the job? Looks like you'd be communicating through this walkie-talkie throughout your job. How weird. Your first task is to enter the hotel. Well, we already have done it before, but run away with the money. 'Cause why not? You got cold feet and turn around. You're rich now, and you don't want to risk being unable to spend it by dying during a shady job. 'Cause we're gonna die from the shady job. Dearest business partner, please turn around and enter the hotel. Otherwise, you will have to get eliminated for being in breach of contract. Eliminated? You suddenly see a red dot on your body that moves up to your forehead. Are you gonna get shot? Go back and enter the rundown, shady-looking hotel in the middle of nowhere? No, that's probably just a laser pointer. I have to. You continue running away. No way, they actually have a gun. It's probably a laser pointer or something to trick you. You can't fool me. I'm the gingerbread man. Buzz. Business partner number 835 is a breach of contract for refusing to complete a task assigned to them. Yeah, the fact that there's already been 834 people ahead of us, it's a hard job, almost impossible. Business partner number 835 will be executed. The solitary crack echoes through the air as the bullet buries itself through your skull with a clean headshot. Your death is fast and painless. You died thinking you're rich and you will live debt-free, fulfilling life. Headshot ending. Get rich and die trying. Okay, let's enter. Because I had to do the headshot ending. You enter the rundown, shady-looking hotel in the middle of nowhere. As soon as you enter, the door behind you locks itself shut. Hey! You find yourself standing in the corner with 5 doors, 2 on each side, and a big, fancy-looking entrance at the far end. It probably leads to the rest of the hotel. Buzz. Thank you for completing your first task. You have already survived longer than 3/4 of our business partners before you, because everyone else did the headshot. 3/4? Your chance of survival does not look good for this job. What have you gotten yourself into? Welcome to our hotel. Before you proceed, allow me to warn you regarding the special conditions of your next task. You will not be working with humans, but with monsters. Therefore, caution is advised. Is this a joke? The large door in this end is locked. You will not be able to enter as you're not a guest at this hotel. The 4 doors in the corridor are currently occupied by guests and are accessible to you. However, we need them vacant for reasons we will not disclose. The reasons are unimportant to you and are not needed to complete your task. I kind of want to know the reason. You'll be acting as a monitor and persuade the monsters to leave their rooms, which they currently refuse to do so. Pause. Are they actually monsters? What does that even mean? Are we talking like figuratively or like actually monsters? Well, we'll find out. We'll find out. Upon successfully convincing a monster to vacate their room, you will gain access to their information sheet on the tablet provided to you. But wouldn't it be more helpful to have their information sheet before I try to persuade them? Especially if they're actually monsters? Correct. However, the entertainment value increases in correlation with the difficulty and challenges encountered during your job. What? Who's getting entertained by me struggling to get monsters out of their hotel rooms? Guarantee it that this cameras and this guy's just watching with popcorn. You don't want me to finish the job as fast as possible? Come on, give me their information, please. Buzz. No. Best of luck with the completion of your task. Goodbye. Buzz. Wait! Hello? Hey, hello! No more answers from the walkie-talkie. You're on your own now. So there's supposed to be monsters in these hotel rooms. You still don't know what exactly the walkie-talkie meant by monsters. The front door is barricaded. The windows are too, and the big doors at the end is locked too. It won't budge. And even if you did try to run away, who knows what they'll do to you? They know who you are. The headshot is already. Where you live. You don't seem to be their best business partner either. Be their first business partner either. Yeah, we're the 835th business partner. And they seem to be watching your every move. From where? You don't know. I guess I'll just try to finish this fast. And preferably not die in the process. Which room should you check out first? So we can only go with the red room, the yellow room, and the purple room. Red being 404, red being purple being Sir Knight, and yellow being our newest monster. So we are gonna go with yellow first, and then I'm gonna go through and get red and purple Sir Knight and 404 after. So yellow room. The doors looks normal except for a few googly eye stuck on it at the bottom. Weird. Enter yellow room 003. Enter. You enter room 003. Or 3. It says you enter, the door behind you locks. Hey! Looks like you won't get to leave until you vacate the room. Vacate the room. You look around the room, it doesn't look like a hotel room at all. Well, I can't really tell. Reminds you more of a science lab. Okay. Can't see that, but it's all yellow. Reminds you of a science lab. What kind of person or rat or monster could possibly live here? Hello? Huh? And then all of a sudden, you hear a choir. It seems to come from all angles at once. At first you're startled, but this melody, it sounds so wonderful. And so beautiful. Who's singing? Oh, it's a mouse. Is this the one that Cernet was having problems with? A giant rat? Squeak. And there are smaller rat arrives. And then they're multiplying. Run. Even more smaller rats arrive. What the heck? The bigger rat seems to be the leader, squeaking at you. You're not sure what to do here. Okay, let's see what happens if we stomp on them. Well, I don't think it's the brightest idea, so let's do it. Stomp on them. You need to assess your dominance, so you must... so the most obvious thing to do is stomp on the biggest rat. Squeak! Squeak, 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 squeak. Panic surges for you as they suddenly swarm you. Their scurrying movements make it impossible to fight against them. And they're simply too many, no matter where you hit or punch. Another rat is there to claw at your hand, bite your thigh, or claw at your face. Ah! You feel so overwhelmed by the claustrophobic panic of being completely engulfed and overpowered by rats, by the pain that seems to come from everywhere. And worst of all, the moment they start tearing and eating at your flesh, even drinking your blood, as you lose your will to fight back, a chilling chant is being repeated over and over again in the background. This doesn't sound like Squeak anymore. Bad ending. An offering for the rats. So if you squeak back, apparently it does the same ending as stomp on them, so... Pray. You start praying. You're not sure why yet, or to who, but it feels like a appropriate thing to do in this moment. Teehee. It looks like a new human has entered my divine domain. Once you hear the new voice, the rats stir up their song again, as if to celebrate her presence. They also turn off the light for a dramatic effect, you assume. Tell me, human, who are you praying to? Well, it's obvious, the rats. The rats, T. Of course you would worship them, my beloved critters. They're my devoted principles, after all, loyal to the fault. An angel? The rats churn on the Y again and scurry around the angel. She has rats around her too. An angel? Yes, an angel, a heavenly being, the pure embodiment of divinity, and all the most perfect aspects of humans. That's me. Wait, why are you invisible? Well, half invisible. And why do you have googly eyes on you? On. Irrelevant questions, human. This is crazy. Well, she kind of reminds me of like some of the angels has been, and then I think there's actual teachings of angels like that before that. This is crazy. This is not. It is not. I have scientific proof to back me up, human. Proof number 1: divine wings. Constructed by my royal rats for ethically sourced clouds, stardust, and googly eyes. Do not question their methods. They're made of googly eyes. Okay. Are we sure she's actually Angel? And not the visible man gone even that visible man gone even more sane. Or technically visible girl. It still applies. Proof number two, Earl of the Light. My halo is floating wing of bioessence algae and some more googly eyes. It's advanced celestial tech a human like you could never comprehend. Proof number 3, miracles. I once turned water into slightly different water. The pH levels were mysterious. I think the angel is a scientist. Literally, I think she'll be like the visible man. And when I say that there's the horror movie. Technically, I've only seen the black and white. Doubting me even a little bit is widely illogical and borderlines on heresy. No, it borderlines on scientific logical scientific facts. She's so close. She smells like charcoal? She's brushing her teeth with charcoal? But as an angel, I'm extremely forgiving and always see the best in humans, like when you have beautiful legs, truly beautiful. That she probably wants to cut them off. You feel justified. So, you are therefore forgiven. Wow, natural angel. Although she looks nothing like what you expect an angel to look like. An invisible body, googly eyes, and rats. Even rats everywhere. Okay, I think out of everything, the rats are the only weird thing. If you look at some, and the googly eyes, not gonna lie, on the face. This, if she didn't tell you, I probably would go, okay. But insane as the scenario is, you have a job to accomplish. Well, since you do seem to get along with humans, how about you leave this room? Leave this room? Maybe you'll get to see even more humans, or chat with other monsters in this hotel. They haven't gone out yet. Wait, it's not in this playthrough. Will you even mingle with the masses? No. I'm perfectly content here, surrounded by nothing but my royal rats and the undeniable proof of my ancestral nature. Or if you go outside, you can even prove to everyone that you're a ancestral being. Are you maybe nervous about going outside? Of course I'm not. I do get the occasional bursts of dread whenever I think about leaving and encountering other creatures, but I don't remember why, so it must have been the wind. Doesn't make any sense. There's no wind here. Anyways, a big reason I can't simply abandon my post is because I have to take care of my rats. Their well-being is paramount and not non-negotiable. Can you just leave? Can't they just leave with you? No! Can't you see how scared they are? Pretty sure they were singing. They seem normal. The one looks bigger than... One of them looked bigger than Master Splinter for some reason. My heavenly rats are innocent souls who rely on me for guidance and protection. Look at them, my precious bundles of joy. Could I ever abandon such adorable critters? Right then, so what can I do to convince your rats to leave the room? Well, oh, so this is almost impossible feat. A feat that requires 3 saintly steps. Step 1, promise them ultimate communal wafers. Basically stale bread, but like holier. I think you just need to stale bread. I could do that. Once you're outside, of course. Squeak! Step 2. Swear an oath to protect them from the devils, creation, and the vacuum cleaner. I'll teach them how you ride the Roomba so they can dominate the vacuum cleaner. And give them knives so they can stab people. I swear to protect them from it until my last breath. Squeak! Step 3, the most important one. Prove you are pure and worthy of their divine presence. Sing the sacred rat hymn. How if I get on top of the nimbus cloud? The rats all stare at you in anticipation. Spoiler alert. Squeak and scream incoherently will also give you a bad end. The same bad end where the rats are offended. Sing the Bohovian Wap Squeaky. You sing the Bohovian Rap Squeaky. You try your best. Well, it looks like my rats are utterly disgusted by the jarring excuse of metallic articulation. You must be quite the impure being. Such a shame. Especially for those beautiful eyes of yours. You can take my eyes. You feel objectified again. I have zero interest in pursuing any wishes of an impure person, let alone their legs. You want to take my legs? I said, I am not gonna do that. Calm down, silly human tea. I think you are. Right, you're right, I am impure. How do you know you're not impure? Impure me? A celestial being with a halo shining brighter than your future? Well, yeah. Hey, my future is very bright. Well, mine is brighter. It scores you higher on the celestial luminescence index. Your chest got destroyed with facts and logic. T. Silly human, you're too cute, constantly challenging me. How about we turn this into an actual divine off? I'm getting bored anyways, and my rats are in need of something entertaining. Squeak! We will both present a single miracle, which will be judged, and by my heavenly rat council. Well, that council would be biased to you, seeing that they're your heavenly rat council. They're clearly biased, though. Anyways, I'll start. My miracle will be transforming normal water to slightly more sparkling water. She holds out her charcoal hand over a glass of water. The water suddenly bubbles. Behold! I can do that too. Oh wait, I'll just get a coffee machine to go make coffee. Ta-da! I made water into coffee. I could do that. I could do that too. By farting into the water. Not impressed. Excuse me? Is sacral transformation ritual, not gastral warfare. You're so funny, silly human. Considering how cocky you are, I'm curious about your miracle. Snap your fingers, make a shadow dog with your hands. Do a dance move. Snap your fingers. Amazing, truly amazing. Only a remarkably pure human would be able to perform such a miracle. What did I do? Wow, this worked better than you expected. Wow, you really are such a lovely human. Therefore, essentially pure. She's so close again. And your eyes are beautiful as you are pure. What? With my precious critters thing, will I finally complete my body I always meant to have? Wait. She wants to take our body parts. Squeak, 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 squeak. The rats get excited and start chanting. It could be to whom? Hold up. This doesn't sound good at all. Your legs. I have come to a logical conclusion that I will cut them off. Uh-oh. Why? Because I need them to complete my body. My body I was always meant to have. You're definitely not an angel. But the devil's corruption has contaminated it, cursing me with goat legs, arms and legs. I don't think you're an angel. Goat legs technically is Sutter or demon or she's actually a demon? Sad squeaks, squeak. I'm fine, my lovely critters, and soon I'll be absolutely amazing. No, please don't. She's she's fast, too fast for you to see from where she suddenly gets the cleaver and strikes at you. It takes you a moment to register your legs getting severed. At first, you didn't feel any pain, just shocked with what was happening, and suddenly loss of weight under your hips. But once you fall to the floor, unable to keep yourself standing, with only stumps for legs, reality comes crashing down. You scream so hard, your throat gives in once you realize that you never walk again. Blood spurs from you fleshy wooden stumps, making you dizzy and numb. Finally, my body will be complete. The pain, where's the pain? You can feel it, but you can't bring yourself to care. Not when you're lying on the floor, desperately trying to wake up from this nightmare. Who could have predicted that you die in the hands of an angel? How ironic. I don't think this is an angel. Abandoning. Break off a leg. Okay, make a shadow dog with your hands is the same ending as snap your fingers. So do a dance move. You dance badly. So, oh, you're adorable human, you need help. Why do people keep telling you that? But don't worry, I'm here to save you. She seems overjoyed. Oh, how I love saving humans. But only the ones who are willing to be saved can be saved, like you. But first we need to go to my special chamber and call the ethereal stage, a divine sanctuary where I help the lost humans see the light, the rigorous souls waiting in physical ascension. The lights turn off again. So the rats all scurry around you, carrying you somewhere. Ah! You could tell they're dragging you to a different room. What's going on? Where are you taking me? See, I told you. We're at my ethereal stage. And it's here. Where I will guide you, lost soul, towards the light of a god. It looks like a ballroom. Is it divine off? A dance off? Are you actually gonna dance with her? An angel? The rats all dash towards the walls, watching like a crowd and cheering on the angel. It's clear who the crowd favorite is. Now, human, follow my motions. The angel dances and strikes a beautiful pose. Try a backflip and fail, because why not? What was that? Teens sure have your own style of dance, don't you? Yes, I do. I have no. I would definitely be on my back. That's for sure. Let's continue. She dances again and strikes the next pose. Try to moonwalk and fail. Because why not? I cannot fathom how long it will take to save a bad dancer like you. Human, probably forever. Oh, okay. Let's keep going. She strikes a pose again after doing a beautiful crafted movement to the rhythm. Try a cartwheel and fail. Definitely just won't be able to do this. Squeak. Everyone's laughing at you. It's like you're back at school again. Phew, well, it's gonna be a long road for your salvation, but don't worry. You're not completely damned. In fact, I believe nobody truly is. Right, my critters? Threats squeak with joy and scurry around her again. Well, I can sense my lovely critters are getting tired. Why don't you all get some rest? One by one, they scramble around into different corners of the room and make themselves comfortable. See, you feel tired too. The dancing was quite a workout. But you have a mission to accomplish. This might be a good time to get some more info on the angel. Despite what she's saying, she does seem anxious about leaving the room. You wonder why? Why are you so fixated on my legs? Kinda wanna know. Because I need legs like yours. Oh, you definitely don't want my legs. What? She startled you. But, like, why? You look at her goat legs. Very nice legs too, I think. No, I don't. I don't want my legs, I want your legs. You want to replace them? You get scared. Yes. Help! What? Well, I want legs like yours, but my body will only accept legs from a pure human. And with you, I'm not sure yet. I need more data for this one. This one? Have you stolen somebody's limbs before? I didn't steal them, but I did take someone's arms in exchange for their soul. Of course, a fair deal. Yeah, I think you're actually a demon. That doesn't sound fair at all. It also doesn't sound like an actual angel. It sounds more like a demon. Once I manage to replace my goat legs with the right ones, my divine form will finally be complete. And free from the devil's corruption. Free. Free at last and pure. Pure. Why, don't you want to spread the word of God? Well, the honest truth is, I don't feel inclined to. The purpose of my existence is to spread the word, but to grieve the word. Quality over quantity, so they say. It's the most logical approach according to my calculations. For you see, the further word spreads, the more it gets misused and altered. It needs to be contained within the few that understand it, and more importantly, deserve it. I don't think that's how it works. It's simple math, really. One birthday guided soul has more value than its 1,000 lukewarm converts. Officially into divine is key. Yeah, but gatekeeping isn't. The information's not the best idea. That makes sense, yeah. Definitely not. Of course it does. Science never lies. Science and religion don't necessarily go together sometimes, though. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. How do you end up in this hotel? I don't remember, but according to my calculations, I must have fallen from heaven and hit my head. That's why I can't remember anything. It's only logical. Are you sure you've fallen from heaven and not, rised up from heck? And I refuse to accept any other conclusions. I see. What about the rats then? They always remember as much as I remember. They only directly tied to me. Isn't it wonderful? I guess so. Yes. Memories are awesome and all. But I think I'm going to do her route first and then their route. Oh, she turned around. But anyways, who cares about useless memories when I have my trusty equations, primers, and scientific data? She seems to have drifted off for a second. They're weird. Okay, Are you sure not you're just nervous about leaving this room? Are you okay? Free will, a gift bestowed upon humans and the other sentient creatures by God. She doesn't seem to hear you. The gift of choice and responsibility. It's like, I just thought of Has-Been Hotel. Technically, that would have technically been Lucifer and Has-Been. Technically. The gift of choice and responsibility. The ability to choose between good and evil. Order and chaos and creation. And destruction. In short, it turns into a beautiful yet terrifying, unpredictable messes. It looks like she's back. People could bake cookies for orphans, good. Or they could. Could what? She seems to drift off again. Let her continue. Let's see what she's going to do. They could face something that defile their faith. An innocent child bearing every mark of what they were taught was wicked. And though they tried to see her as one of them, granting her choice she could never truly wield, their salvation turned into condemnation. She talked about herself now. When their efforts failed, they abandoned her, proving that their love was not infernal, but conditional, brittle, and false. They spoke of choice, but her steps were always guided, her voice always hushed. She did her best to remain innocent and God-fearing, to prove that despite the wicked marks she was born with, she remained pure. After all, she did nothing to call upon the wicked marks herself. But the first time she strayed, it was as if the mask was torn away. Innocence no longer mattered. Her smallest misstep became proof of corruption. Every flaw was shapen into a weapon against her. Every accident twisted into intent. Even what was never her fault was laid at her feet, and from then on, no gesture, no breath escaped their judgment. Yeah, I definitely think this is her trauma. When prayers turned cold and doors closed, she felt it. The moment hope soured, innocence did not save her. It's only made the betrayal deeper. Everything turned cold, so cold, and only then did she rise. To her horror, she suddenly starts burning. Her skin melted and bruised. It was now visible from head to toe. Why? Why have you cast me out? Is she talking to you? You're not sure. She seems completely out of it. She's sobering, maybe from the pain of the fire, but seems to go so much deeper than that. No, I remember now. The commotion wakes up the rats, who all start hurling around her in desperation and anxiety. At first, she panicked about them getting burned too, but they don't seem to be in pain at all, as they left unharmed by the fire. You however can feel the sting of the fire immediately, which makes you back off. You did eject me because you never accepted me in the first place. I never asked to be put on the wretched earth, cursed with this base, ungodly body. One by one, the rats fall unconscious, and you have no idea what's happening anymore. They could feel the angel's pain crashing over you. It's too much. It's too much. I can't bear it. I don't want to remember anymore. So you start getting drowsy as well. Despite your best efforts, you can't manage to stay awake. I refuse to accept the cursed role humans bestowed upon me so many years ago. I refuse to accept their judgment. Everything becomes more and more unclear until the only one who can judge me is me. Everything goes black. Not just your surroundings, your mind as well. Where are you? What were you trying to do just now? Why are you falling unconscious? Right now, you're starting to remember. You're about to enter the yellow hotel room. Okay, because she'll just make us black out and do a time warp loop here. Let's see if we gently ask her to describe her surroundings. Hey, they could. Can you describe the room we are in right now? How many chairs are in here? The angel gazes around. 3, 4 if you count the couch chair. And what else is in here? A table, a carpet, and... Anyways, phew. Where was I? Oh, yes, they could invent a machine that turns kids into mittens. Bad. She seems to have gone back to normal. Plus, what if the rats get judged for their life choices? They are very sensitive to criticism. She gently pats her sleeping rats. This one owns me 12 communal wafers and gambling debts. Silly little critters, tea. An angel doing gambling. Who would have thought? I do not want to watch that happen. It hurts my pure angelic heart. Besides, humans have a hard time understanding when an actual divine being is in front of them. You mean your appearance? Like how you're visible and googly eyes all over? Don't tell her that did freak you out first. I keep my angelic body visible the best I can, because my rats seem to get sad whenever they see my full form. They don't want to tell me why. Because she's burnt, but it seems to sad them immensely. Seems to trigger something they forgot. Oh, why is that? They cannot tell me. They say they forgot the reason, but the feelings and pain still seem to be there, regardless. They are things more deep-rooted than memories. Memories do not make us. It's other stuff hidden deep within. How come your memories are directly tied to the rat's memories? Because they also their soul to me. Isn't that wonderful? I hate to break that to you, but that's not... Angels don't do that. I see. At least not that I know of. Well, whatever happens, unless it's in supernatural, it's not really selling the soul. Just giving the body so they could walk around. Well, whatever happened, it made her pretty suspicious of the outside world. I did get not wanting to go outside, but don't you want to at least leave your room for once? I'm sure the other monsters aren't too bad to hang out with. T, I gotta say, I do miss some of them, especially my friend, the clown. We have not met yet. Oh, or that night. How I would love to dissect him and find out why his soul is just so strong and delicious. You're back away from my Sir Knight. But sadly, the appreciation is not mutual. I keep sending my biggest rat to give him gifts and messages made and written by my beloved creators. Yeah, I know. Oh well, maybe he's just not into rats in general. Yeah, there's reasons. He thinks you're trying. He doesn't care for it. Oh. What about the fourth monster? Blah, I don't care about that, whatever he is. He doesn't even count. That guy's empty as a heaven. I thought you were Angel. Why are you saying empty as a heaven? Also, don't diss 404. He's my baby. Doesn't count? What does that even mean? Take him, Sir Knight's my baby. Well, since you do seem to miss some of them, why not leave the... No. Oh, why not? I already told you, silly human. Besides from that, She looks over her wing. However, you won't understand. Well, actually, you probably would, considering you're hideous and about anyways. Hey, you didn't want to ask at first because you were scared of offending her, but one of her wings seems to be unfinished or damaged. Yeah, I could see that. This one. Is it because of your wing? Hey, my rats are doing their best. The best they can do to repair it. Of course, they don't want me to go out without looking my best, and I don't want to rush them this time. This time? Yes. You see, my wing got damaged after the knight poured some weird watery-looking liquid on it. According to him, it was holy water, but I don't buy it. Did it burn? I'm gonna say, okay. Got damaged after... Did you get burned too? I'm an angel. Holy water does nothing to me. Okay, did it now? What? Why'd you do that in the first place? You saw me use this book to fix my wing the first time. It worked wonders, but sadly, my rat's pretty anxious. They made a lot of noise after using it. Yeah, about that. Yeah, you're definitely not Angel. You're just a demon that went to Lulu. And all that commotion made him super angry for some reason. I have no idea why. The book looks like bad news, but it's also the key to getting her out of this room. So you take a leap of faith. Well, if I use the book this time to fix your wing, I mean. You take the book. Oh! Then your wing can be fixed. And your rats don't have to become anxious. I've got to take on the tumor myself. T, you do that for my rats, human? Yes. Alright, but I have to be sure you mean it. And don't try anything stupid. So if you don't manage to fix my wing, then I'll take her soul, understood? Yeah. Understood, I'll be giving my soul to a demon. I think she's an angel. Yes, of course. You're sure whether or not she's bluffing. Either way, you need to take the chance if it means finishing your job and leaving this god-awful hotel. And if you do fix my wing, I'll leave this room. Pretty fair deal, no? You look through the book. The front was weird. Partially faded symbol. You didn't really make out. Inside is a lot of rituals and symbols that confuse you. Definitely would have to get this to Sam and Dean. Overall, it doesn't look very angelic to you. You find a page that's partly nibbled, probably with the page the rats used, is specifically for repairing a broken wing. Perfect. Again, this book, you have a feeling it wouldn't really work on an angel like herself. There's a single page that also shows angelic symbols, but it's only there to warn the book holder of angels and their powers. What should you do? I'm going to call it the angelic symbol is going to be when the bad end, and the demonic symbol is going to probably be the good end. So I'm going to draw the angelic symbol. You decide to draw one of the angelic symbols you saw in the book. This is the best course of action. She's an angel after all. Yeah. We'll see if she's angel right now, right here and then, even though I've been thinking it's kind of off. But as soon as you finish drawing the symbol on her damaged wing, we kind of killed her. She suddenly starts screaming, forming words and phrases you can't even comprehend. Ah! Her visible form becomes visible. You can make out the damaged skin, as well as veins popping up everywhere. It looks horrendous and scary. She seems to be in great pain, which makes the rats start screeching in panic. Then they start running towards you in rage. It's your fault, after all. No, wait! I didn't mean to do this! Squeak. The pain surges through you as you suddenly swarm you. Their scrolling movements make it impossible to fight against them. They're simply too many. You feel overwhelmed by the... Okay, we are still offending the rats. Oh, how wonderful! You did it, human! How unexpected! And here I was ready to take your soul and turn you into one of my beloved rats. I gotta say, I've grown quite fond of you, human. Thank you for being for spending time with me. I didn't realize how much I would miss this. I miss these interactions with others. I miss people, humans, monsters, whoever it is, apart from my beloved rats, of course. Could it be? I can't believe I'm saying this, but I think I'm ready to leave. Really? That's awesome! Yes! It is, tee. Squeak, 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 squeak. The rats seem to be just as excited about finally going outside the hotel room again. Now then, get ready, my children. Let's venture out, shall we? And human, try not to die in the meantime, tee. Squeak. You did it. You persuaded Angel to leave her room. Yellow room free. Persuasion successful. You may now leave the yellow room. Please proceed with your job until all 4 rooms are vacant. New information sheet and unlocked. Press escape and go to the gallery to view it. You leave the room and go back to the main hallway. So when we ask who we're playing against, to, we're gonna say to her. To me? Why is that? Because I fell in love with you. What? You love me? Yes, it was love at first sight. T. If that's the case, then prove it to me. Prove your devotion to me, human. How could I do that? Will she leave the room if you do? Oh, it's quite simple. The most rational thing to do is just one easy step. I want you to sell your soul to me. Like refuse or sell your soul to her. What's the worst that could happen? Sell your soul to her. Wow. You really do that for me? Despite this being our very first time meeting each other? It's quite illogical. But that's That is what I love about humans. An actual angel? Very well, then. I will accept your soul, and I promise to take care of you until the end of time. Just like I do with my beloved critters. Now then. The rats place a knife in front of you. You pick it up, suddenly feeling anxious. All you have to do is slit your throat for me. It'll hurt. It'll be scary. It'll prove your undying loyalty to me. Slit your throat. A huge wave of fear washes over you, but beneath that fear is a twisted sense of exhilaration. The knowledge that you're about to prove your devotion to the most extreme way possible. With trembling hands, you bring the knife up to your throat. The sharp edge presses against your flesh. You take one last breath, stilling yourself for what you're about to do. The knife slits through your skin with a sinking ease, blood gushing out instantly, coating you in it. An anguished cry gets stuck in your throat. A sudden flare of pain shoots through your body. Wow, it hurts. You're scared. Oh, we're seeing her face a little bit. You really did it. You've never been so terrified in your life. You really truly love me. But at the same time, your soul is mine now. A warmth and sense of belonging as you start to feel makes it all worth it. I promise I'll take good care of it. Tea, baddening, an offering for the demon. So I believe that was all endings for the angel Decoy Demon. So if you like my content, please consider subscribing and liking the video, and it'll help a lot. And comment down below, and I'll see you guys next time.